Recently, I traveled round trip from Atlanta to Istanbul with Turkish Airlines in business class on their Airbus A350-900. While I expected their new business class offering, the flight had some unexpected surprises in store for me. The experience between departing from Atlanta and Istanbul was like night and day. Stick around and I'll show you my experience. Alright, check-in and security in Atlanta was quick and efficient, and as a business class passenger, I got an invite to the club lounge, which sounds exciting. But the lounge was really more like being invited to your neighbor's slideshow of their trip to the local public library. I'll show you the details in a different video. Istanbul, on the other hand, was a different story altogether. The Istanbul airport is very busy, but the nice thing is they have a separate entrance for business class and priority passengers, so that's pretty convenient. There's lots of security going through the airport. So that was just the security appetizer. Now I'll go check in for my flight. There's a separate business class area. Hi, business class check-in? Yes.
Turkish Airlines.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Hi. Good morning. Thank you. So I just got through the main security course, and it was quite painless. It was very straightforward. Check-in was very quick, and now I am heading to the lounge. I'm actually in the airport a lot earlier than I anticipated. There was not very much traffic on the way here. I'm going to spend the rest of the time in the lounge. It's a nice lounge and a good place to spend a lot of time. Details about the Turkish Airlines lounge in Istanbul are in a different video. So there's a third layer of security before actually boarding the flight. So to get into the gate area, you need to be scanned a third time. And so it's recommended that you get to your gate quite early. The first surprise for me was the cabin. See, this plane was originally meant for Aeroflot, the Russian airline. However, the Russian war in Ukraine started, shit went to hell with sanctions, and the airline could no longer take delivery of the planes. So the planes went to Turkish Airlines. Only a few of their planes have this cabin, and you won't even see this cabin advertised on the Turkish Airlines website. The aviation gods smiled on me for this trip, and I got to experience this rare cabin, which I must say is one of the best business class cabins out there. Side note, you can spot this plane by two clues: 28 seats in business class instead of the usual 32, and the presence of the premium economy cabin. Let's see the rest of the flight. Despite my resting disappointed face, the meal service was fantastic and I enjoyed every bit of it. I finished up my meal with a glass of port wine, and there was a second meal service on both flights. From Atlanta to Istanbul, I got the omelette, and from Istanbul to Atlanta, I got the spinach manti, both of which were fine. The flight attendants were great and all the food came out quickly. And speaking of food coming out quickly, the lavatories were kept clean throughout the flight and were well stocked with everything you would need for a smooth flow. Following the main meal on the flight from Atlanta to Istanbul, I had my seat converted to a bed and had a comfortable 4-hour sleep in a very private suite. On the return flight, I avoided sleeping since I was arriving at night and spent the time watching some trashy movies on my tablet. All in all, the flights were excellent and I look forward to flying Turkish Airlines again in the very near future. Thanks for watching this video and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you.
Love the plane, good night, the plane.
Thank you.
Tamam.